One of my fondest memories, I guess, as a 14-year-old trying out for the hockey team, I really didn't know anybody, and one of my first experiences was with Ray King. And Ray King took me under his wing. He told Bob Bennett, I want that kid on my line. And from that point on, Ray and I became fast friends. And it's a friendship that lasted a lifetime. And I think for me, that's one of my first really vivid memories, and then where it went to after that. So, yeah, for me it was. That's it.
I think for me, I think the highlight was actually graduating, only because
it took him 10 years.
only because I was 3 years in grade 12. I just couldn't get the mentality. You got to remember, it's the 70s. Yeah. Shit was happening back then, and so when I graduated, I remember all the teachers got up and gave me a standing ovation because I think I was getting to the age of some of those teachers, so they wanted me out of there. But the friendships we made in high school were very good. Ray King, inspiration to me. You know, he lived near me, took me under his wing as well, and I just loved the people I went to high school with. They're still good friends, and hope to see them all on the 28th and 27th.
Yeah.
What stands out?
Well, for me, coming from Tech to Commerce, they were 2 years ahead of me. I didn't know as many people as these guys did when I came in grade 10. Then I got to know.
New guy, right?
For me, I was a new guy coming in, 120 pounds, 115 pounds, something like that. I was a little nerd for right now, but I was a good athlete, I thought. And my highlight was probably graduating, and then probably the best highlight was accepting that award for going to Camp Chooching.
See, Larry was a bit of a suck in high school. Me and Peter, we were shit disturbers. We were always in the principal's office.
Oh, yeah.
I was 120 pounds with it. Buddy Holly glasses and everything else. And
Stewart used to yell at me and called me Peter.
Oh, yeah.
Peter!
I'm going with the beer story.
Oh, yeah.
So when we were in grade 12, we used to visit the
For those who don't know, the Capital Tavern.
Capital Tavern pretty frequently, mostly on Fridays.
Yeah.
And I remember one day coming back to class, and Miss O'Connor was the English teacher. She was our English teacher at the time, and Dave Runge and I were sitting in the back of the class, and she walked in between us, and she'd asked me straight to my face, have you been drinking? And I outright denied it and pointed at Runge and said no, but he was. And she just walked away from us and shook her head.
I remember the thing I'm going to say I didn't do, but somebody else did, was that we used to hide our beer in the if you open up the lid on the toilet, we used to put our beer in there and keep it cold. And I remember it was near the art class, and they used to come in, and like they never touched our beer, but we got caught one day as we were opening up a beer and said, "Look what we found!" Mr. Stewart came in. Well, whose beer is it? And we pointed to the art class, so it was him. And we got away with that.
And right above that toilet, there was an empty electrical panel.
Yeah.
They never put the electrical panel in. That's where we used to throw our empties.
Yeah.
Down there. So if they ever tear the school down, there's a lot of empties in there.
Well, I didn't even drink through high school. I didn't start until I got out of high school. I told you, I was a nerd.
Yeah, you're a nerd.
I made up for it over the last 30 years, put it that way.
Yeah, get that one, Kenny. Yeah, here you go. There you go. Brown noser.
Brown noser my head.
I still remember the time we went in the washroom. You guys said, "Ray, go in the washroom, pick a fight with that guy with the leather jacket."
Well, Phil Carr beat the crap out of him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
That was Yvonne Gerva's boyfriend.
Yvonne Gerva,
We used to throw some. We used to shoot spitballs at her. She brought the boyfriend one night.
My boyfriend. And we went, "Yeah, really?"
We stand outside our homeroom class. It looked like Fonzie with the slicked hair and the black leather jacket and zippers all over. And anyways,
they sent me, the smallest of the three, Billy, him.
it was Phil Carr.
Oh, Phil Carr.
Phil Carr.
Yeah, and he says, "Go in the washroom, pick a fight with the guy." So I went there, and they came in, and
Phil Carr tuned him, tuned him up. I never seen him again. Yeah.
she didn't really come back to school, did she?
I don't think so.
What was it about Commerce for you guys that stood out?
The girls.
The women?
Yeah, really. Yeah, the girls. Yeah, when we started Commerce, there was.
And we were all-star athletes because there was only about 100 guys with 1,000
Yeah.
women.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
hello, we made every team that we tried for.
Yeah.
I lived across the street, so it was great for me, but they still gave me bus tickets because I was late every day, and I told them because I missed my bus. So they ended up giving me bus tickets. Remember that?
yeah. Well, I left. I went to Ottawa Tech for my first 2 years, and then sort of got booted out of Tech, and I was about 2 blocks away from Commerce. So I enrolled at Commerce High School. Best thing I ever did, probably, because I was a pretty good athlete back then, and I was chosen grade 11, top grade 11 student. I went to Stamp, what's it called? Camp Kuchiching. I went to that for 3 weeks. That was quite an interesting scenario. It was good.
Yeah.
Brown nose.
Ah,
I don't know. Yeah, Mr. Lawson and I were close.
yeah.
The
Duke.
back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Duke were close.
Yeah.
Him and Duke.
Did you guys feel like you had something to prove it? As athletes going to Commerce versus like Glebe or some of the big schools where when you showed up, you were sort of the underdog? And
Oh, every year.
Well, I'll tell you, Ken, I played 5-6 years basketball for the high school Commerce. And we lost every game big. Lisgar used to beat us 102-4.
Yeah, we tried to stop them from getting 100 points.
And we ended up winning one game. And there was a big thing in the paper that said Paquette Spark Plugs Commerce, the first win in 5 years. Remember that? Scored 22 points.
Spiked the other team's Gatorade.
Yeah.
if someone was to say, okay, tell me about Commerce, one word, what would that word be for you?
Awesome.
Integrity.
Just great. It was awesome.
That's more than one word.
Yeah.
Ah, shut up.
You get your own.
I enjoyed it.
Get your own word.
It was great.